If you've never been to Central New York, the one thing you're definitely missing out on is our regional food and drink. Everyone has an opinion about who makes the best half moons, chicken riggies, tomato pie, New York style pizza, and Utica greens. But there's one thing that nearly everyone agrees on, and that's beer from the Matt Brewing Company. It's not just because the beer and soda is award winning and tastes great, it's because the brewery is all about family, local history, and community. Nestled in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains in Utica, New York, the Matt Brewing Company opened in 1888. Ever since then, the Matt family has been part of everybody's family, and the products are part of our lives. At one point or another, pretty much everybody has been to the brewery. The original beer was known as Utica Club, but people now just call it Saranac because that's the current product line. But the downtown Utica plant still lights up the neon red letters above the roof every night that says Utica Club. It's that dedication to preserving local history and community pride that the people around here appreciate. The brewery's founder was well known and respected in the community for his philanthropy and leadership. In 1888, Francis Xavier Matt I, better known as just FX, purchased the Charles Bierbauer Brewery in Canajoharie, New York, and renamed it the West End Brewing Company and moved it to Utica, New York. The front of the red-orange brick building that now houses the brewery offices and store bears the name in stone between the third and fourth stories. The brewery thrived under FX's ownership even during Prohibition when they produced soda under the Utica Club name. FX was a man who thought family and community meant everything. He and several other local businessmen founded the Hotel Utica Corporation in 1911, which is still open today. He was also on the board of 5 local corporations for years on end, and right up until his death at the age of 99, he was very active in the community and his church. Another reason why the brewery is community and family oriented and historically minded is because of their tours. In 1951, FX's son Walter took over the family brewery, and a short time after, he decided to capitalize on the Utica Club name. Following in his father's footsteps of being involved in the community and involving the community in the business, Walter decided to open up the doors to the brewery. Unlike Willy Wonka, who only let a few in to see the marvels of the inner workings of the chocolate factory, Walter invited everyone in. The tour started with a motorized trolley car ride from the Welcome Center around the block to the actual brewery and made guests privy to the secrets of the ingredients, production lines, workers, and storage areas. The tour ended at the brewery's own on-site tavern, to which every guest was treated to their choice of 2 beers or 2 sodas. The same tradition of the tours is still alive and well today. The TripAdvisor community actually ranks the Utica Club tour as number 2 activity in Central New York or Utica, New York. I used to go all the time with my father, and I've taken my kids several times over the years. My father used to say there's not many places a family can go, learn something, and have a couple drinks for just a couple bucks. Originally, the tour was free, but now it costs $5 per adult, and children are still free, so it's still a pretty good value. Another way the brewery connected with the community is through advertising. Walter came up with an ingenious marketing plan to make a connection with the region's high concentration of German and Irish population at the time. In 1959, the television Beer Stein cartoon characters Schultz and Dooley were introduced to the public. Jonathan Winters provided the voices for the characters in the original commercials, and before long, everybody wanted to buy the Steins. The commercials today can be seen on YouTube. Schultz and Dooley and a wide variety of other character Steins reflective of the changing culture, world events, and local population are still produced. On eBay, the Steins cost anywhere between $10 and $2,000 and are sought after by locals, people who used to live here, and worldwide collectors. Or you can stop by the brewery to pick up one of the current ones. And of course, they have an online store at saranac.com. The third generation of Matts continued the brewery's tradition of promoting and preserving community and history. After Walter retired in 1980, his son, FX Matt II, took over and promptly renamed the brewery the FX Matt Brewing Company in recognition of his grandfather and to preserve local history. FX II also created a line of beers called Saranac, a name that everybody in the region associates with the pristine wilderness of the nearby Adirondack Mountains. Long before craft beer was in fashion, Saranac became an instant success with locals, re-energizing the company with support from the new generations looking for something besides their grandpa's Utica Club. The former Utica Club soda is also produced under the Saranac name and consists of the original root beer, ginger ale, and cream soda, along with special seasonal flavors like orange cream and Shirley Temple. In our house, we always buy the kids 4 packs of the soda at Christmas and their birthdays, different holidays as special treats. And at Christmas time, we always purchase a few cases of the 12 beers of Christmas to give away to friends and my husband's coworkers. The fourth and fifth generations of Matts carry on the tradition of community spirits. Nick Matt, son of FX II, and Fred, Nick's nephew, now run the brewery. Nick and Fred have been involved in revitalizing the section of historic downtown Utica, now known as the Brewery District, and have been instrumental in encouraging locally owned businesses to locate in this section of the city. In 1999, Nick and Fred also started Saranac Thursdays during the summer months. Adults of all ages gather every Thursday in the summer with friends, family, coworkers, and neighbors to hear a local band and have a beer or two. 50% of all the proceeds of Saranac Thursdays are donated to the local United Way to be used to better the community. The brewery also started hosting more widely known bands for special weekend concert nights. Both events are standing room only. The brewery is also one of the sponsors for the nation's largest 15K road race, the Boilermaker. The race ends at the brewery gate that says Utica Club Ale, where they are greeted by a huge celebratory party and all runners get a complimentary Saranac beer. I really wanted to tell you guys where you could buy the Saranac beer in California, but I'm sorry you can't. But I did find out that the company's website says that the soda is available in your state, or you can purchase it on Amazon. If you're ever in central New York, you have to make it a point to stop at the brewery for a tour. There's not many places you can go, learn something, take the whole family for a couple bucks, and get a couple drinks. The Matt family and us Central New Yorkers will be happy to have you. In revitalizing the section of historic section of the city. In 1999, Nick and Fred also started Saranac Thursdays during the summer months. Adults of all ages gather every Thursday in the summer with friends, family, coworkers,